What's up, family? Today we're going to talk about friendships. Friendship within a relationship. And what I mean by relationship, within a dating situation, marriage situation. Friendship is crucial and essential before you even get to the dating point, before you even get to the marriage point. You have to be friends. You have to be friends. And you have to understand what real friendship is. And I'm making this video now because I talk to so many people. I advise so many people. Teens, people in their early 20s just getting started, people in their early 30s. I talk to elderly people who just recently got married or who've been married 5, 6, 7 years, and they're going through it. They're going through it. And it's like we have to understand what friendship really is. We could say all day long that friendship is key. But if you don't know what friendship is, you ain't really said anything. You ain't really talking about anything. And it's like I hear so many young women come to me and they're like, man, Elijah, this guy's like, he's pissing me off and he's saying this and whoop whoop whoop. And I have 4 daughters. And it's like, I have 4 daughters, but it's like I have so many more because I have so many more young women that come to me and they're like always asking me, hey, can you talk to me about this and whoop whoop? And they don't have father figures in their lives. And so they're always reaching out to me. Hey, Elijah, can you talk to me about this? And there's always relationship stuff. And so when I'm listening to them talk, they're always talking about how this guy's pissing them off, or he's not doing this and he's not doing that, or when he does this, it pisses them off, and all this other stuff. And it's like, hold up, stop. You're mad at this guy because he said this and it made you feel like this. They're like, yeah. I said, okay, let me help me understand this. He didn't say anything to you that was negative. He didn't say anything to you that was tearing you down. He didn't say anything to you that was assassinating your character. But you're still pissed? They're like, yeah, because he's always making me mad. Because when he says this, da 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 da. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Do you understand what friendship is? And they always look at me and they get these big eyes, like, it's like, do you understand what friendship is? I said, because the reality, I'm going to tell you some stuff that's going to piss you off. I'm going to tell you some stuff that's going to hurt your feelings. And it's not that I do it intentionally. I do it out of love. I do it because I want you to reach your best potential. I do it because I'm not going to enable you. I'm not going to enable you to keep self-destructive patterns and self-destructive beliefs. And so you get pissed at me all the time because I say stuff to you. And they smile, they're like, yeah, but you're different. It's like, how am I different? What makes me different? The fact that I'm 50 years old? Is that what makes me different? They're like, oh, no, it's not that. It's because you're just different. I know that you care. I said, oh, okay. So because you know that I care about you, you know that I'm not interested in you sexually, you know that I'm not in a relationship with you like that. And so we have like this father-daughter or this father-son dynamic relationship. And so that you know that when we're talking, it's all good. It's because I'm trying to help you. Do you value this person? Yeah. Do you trust this person? Yeah. Do you understand that this person isn't saying anything or doing anything to intentionally hurt you? Yeah. Do you believe that this person has your best interest at heart? Yeah. Then why are you pissed? What are you mad about? Are you mad because they won't just let you have your way? Are you mad because what they say or what they do triggers you and you think about other stuff? Or because they've said something and it reminds you of something somebody else has said to you in your past? An ex boyfriend? An ex husband? And now you think that he's tearing you down and he's treating you the same way that this other guy did? And you're talking about, oh, it's just red flag? No, it's not a red flag. It's a trigger. Learn the difference. There's a difference between a trigger and a red flag. But we don't want to really grow. We want to stay the way we are because we're comfortable. We're talking about friendship. We don't really want to grow. We talk about growth and development all the time. But we talk about growth and development in the realm of just being comfortable. That's not growth and development. And true friendship is going to challenge you. True friendship is going to hurt your feelings. True friendship is going to take you through some things because you have to go through some things to break down those old shackles that's kept you at the state where you're at. So if you're talking about growing and developing, you're going to have to go through a cocoon. You're going to have to go through some stuff in order to become a butterfly. You can't stay the way you are. And I hear people, and they always, well, he has to accept me for the way I am. Whoop de whoop de whoop. It's like, okay, I hear that. I understand that. I understand that. But we're not talking about accepting you. We're talking about growing and developing. You can love somebody, and this is what's hard for so many young people, and even the elderly people I talk to. You can love somebody and accept the fact that they're not perfect because you know that you're not perfect. And so you accept the fact that everybody else isn't perfect. But if we're in a relationship and we're talking about growing and developing together, don't come to me and tell me that, oh, you just got to accept my anger issues because that's how it is. That's how I've always been. Don't come to me and tell me, oh, you just got to accept the fact that, when I get pissed off, I get disrespectful and I shut down or I do this, do that, and do that. And that's how it is. And that's how it's always going to be because that's how it's always been. No, no. I'm talking about friendship. No. You can't be that way in a relationship. You can stay that way all you want to if you're talking about staying single. But once you're talking about getting in a committed relationship, that has to change. That has to change. It's crazy when you start talking about relationships because relationships are so much deeper. And the crazy thing is, most people don't even understand who they are. Most people don't understand who they are. Most people don't understand why they think the way they do. Now you're in a relationship. And now you're trying to understand why the other person thinks the way they do, why the other person do what they do. And you haven't even figured out your stuff. So not only do you got your stuff going on, you got this other person's stuff going on. In a relationship, you can't expect the person that you're in this committed relationship with to make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I see so many people wanting to get in relationships, and they get in these relationships, talking about friendship still, because they don't want to deal with their issues. And so they see other people, and it's like, oh, this person's cool, and I like them, and blah, 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 and we gel, and whoop, 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 you know? And they get in a relationship, and now they're fixated on working with the other person, helping the other person. And all it is just a distraction. And what I mean by it's a distraction, they're no longer looking at themselves. They're no longer fixing themselves. They're no longer addressing their issues because they're distracted and focused on the other person's issues. And then they wonder why it all blows up. And they wonder why it comes crashing down. Relationships is not something to take lightly, especially when you don't know who you really are, especially when you're just coming into an understanding of who you are, especially when you have no concept of how the mind works. How triggers work, how unresolved issues affect that relationship. There's so many different things that come to play in making a relationship work. And if you don't understand these dynamics, you're setting yourself up for a major heartbreak. You're setting yourself up to be crushed. You're setting yourself up to have a nervous breakdown. Because it's not a game. It's not something that you can just take lightly. And so you see this person, you think they're cool, you think they're fun, and you know, you could drink, you could smoke, you could hang out, dance, and whoop-de whoop-de whoop. And if you don't take into consideration, man, this person's past, their past experiences, all the dynamics of that, their family life, how their mind work, and all your stuff, man, you almost got to be a psychologist, a psychiatrist, dealt with this type of stuff in order to get into a relationship. Being in a relationship is not for the weak of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of mind. You got to have a strong mind. And you have to understand your mind. That's first and foremost. I don't care how great a friend they are. I don't care how long you've known them. If you don't understand that, you're setting yourself up for major heartbreak. I love you guys. Peace.